Oh, like, yeah, he Trump.
Hi, we're live.
Hey!
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Sexy Sisters. I am Xia.
And I'm Jenna.
We're here on another beautiful Thursday.
Yes.
Today was a beautiful day, and we didn't get to go outside because we had to have someone come inspect a stupid HVAC.
I have
You were
not
dealing
been
with the computer?
outside today.
It was crap. It was crap because it's a beautiful day.
Yep, not been outside.
Before we get started, I have to say thank you so much to Backhand for
Thanks,
the super
Backhand.
chat. And he always, not only does he super chat, he also super chats love and hugs.
He always
Just
does.
such a
And
sweet,
lovely.
sweet little gentleman. Backhand is. Welcome, everyone.
Hey.
We've been inside all day, which is sad because it's a beautiful day. Like, it's a beautiful day. I wish that Nick and I have been doing a lot of hiking. We've been doing tons of on nature walks. Yeah. I don't know if I call them hiking, but nature walks. I'm trying to get back into shape because I was out for so long and just not treating myself super well. So I've done 2 8-mile hike walks this week and 1 4-mile. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you guys have actually been hiking.
Yeah, we've
I
been
definitely called out 8 miles.
doing stuff.
I'm max. I used to be a long walker. Now I'm just
I
bad
love
at it.
walking. I can walk forever. I hate cardio.
That's
I
how
hate
my mom
running.
is, yeah.
I hate any other kind of cardio, but walking I can do forever. It's great. Any kind of walking, hiking type situation. So we've been doing that, but today we didn't get to, and I was so super bummed about it. I was like, yeah, we're going to do another 20,000 steps today. Let's go. I'm ready.
Wow.
I'm going to get back into shape just in time for summer. And then,
Dang. See, I'm over here just at the gym, oh.
well, I can't do that now. So that's why I think hopefully next week, Tuesday is my 6-week checkup. And that's when she said I should be able to go back to lifting. So,
Oh, that's wonderful.
yeah,
Oh,
fingers
that's great.
crossed. I know it's been so long. I'm so excited. Nick's giving me weird looks.
Yeah, 'cause the mic is too far for you.
Oh, the mic like this?
No, okay. Just keep going.
Okay. Nick's going to fix it.
Why you're acknowledging me.
Sorry. I don't know, because I just
We
do.
acknowledge you,
Yeah.
Producer Nick.
How was your week? Anything exciting happened this week? Anything of note?
Exciting that happened this week. Today's just been a god-awful day.
Yeah, you had computer issues.
Oh my god, so I've had a virus on my computer for probably the last I thought it was a couple days. Eric said it was closer to a week, which
Okay.
I don't know personally, because you know what it could have been too? I also didn't know what it was. And then I found out it was a virus. So it could have easily been on my computer longer and I just didn't make note of it.
Right.
But I have this virus on my computer, and I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. It's called Search Marquee.
No.
And it's the Bing redirect virus. So basically... Yeah, for Macs. So basically, when you have your a new tab open, or anytime you open it, you'll go straight to Microsoft Bing redirect, and it basically tracks everything you're doing. It takes all your information, will sell it to people, can hack into your stuff. So of course, I'm over here with important real estate documents, wiring instructions, all my bank account information. So I spent money on a software. I think it's called Bitdefender. That's
Okay.
what?
No, it's
Nick's just laughing at me.
It's not one of the well-known ones.
Oh, okay.
Can you get Norton on on a Mac, on Apple?
Norton 360, I heard that was not good. So I know a lot of
Norton's
people
the
spoke about
best.
it.
We haven't had a virus.
I've never had a virus.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, oh, and that's what Eric said. How about you try this one? But Eric's cousin said it's awful, and his grandma had it. And whoever hacked into her computer actually how do you say it? Pretended to be the actual.
Pretended to be Norton?
Yeah.
Impersonated Norton?
That's a real scam. They email you.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay,
spam. I get
so-
them all the time.
Yeah, but you just
Oh,
have to not
okay.
be a dum-dum and open them. That's
the
like
same
an
thing
old
as
lady
on
thing.
Chase.
That's
Okay,
why she
all
got
right.
busted with that.
So
That's
they-
Norton.
Yeah.
Amazon, Walmart, Chase.
Got it. Okay, so they specifically told me don't, his cousin specifically said don't use that one. So I'm like, all
This
right.
is an idiot. That's not how it works.
Yeah, the cousin might not be the sharpest tool in the shed.
Oh, leave him alone. I like him so much.
So stupid.
But it could have also been he didn't know, and this was just from what he saw from his grandmother. So
I
I'm
would
not gonna say it's
Watch
his
Kid
fault.
Logan, so
We watch Kit Boga. Yeah, we watch a lot of Kit Boga. I would say if you have questions about that kind of stuff, definitely talk to Nick because he's the guy.
Oh,
I've
well-
never had anything hacked. I've never had any viruses. I've never
I've never either.
Nick has everything on lockdown.
I had my Facebook hacked once, and in a few hours, I had everything switched back in, all good. But apparently this virus thing, I spent money on this like program. I literally went to reviews. I did like YouTube channels about it, like all sorts of stuff from people who use like different softwares. And I got good reviews. It was a good one apparently. Well, didn't fix it. Was on the phone with Apple. They didn't fix it. Nick can't fix it.
Well, I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah,
I mean, you can give
like,
it to me, but like
I don't.
it's fucked.
It's bad.
So is this like, do you need to get a whole new computer type
I'm gonna bring it to the
situation?
Apple store and see what they can do. But that was the entire day last night, all today. Then I got kicked off of, got banned permanently for I don't know how this could have happened, of Facebook Marketplace, and that is how I run the entire second half of our real estate business.
So what do you do on Facebook Marketplace? Like
That is how I sell homes.
Okay, so you actually go and post them on Facebook Marketplace.
No. I sell people's homes on Facebook Marketplace because it's seller financing.
Gotcha.
So it's the people who have down payments but maybe aren't just qualified for traditional like lending.
Gotcha.
So if you're not qualified for traditional lending, but you make like your 1099.
Yeah.
For example, you can make great money as a contractor, but banks will be like, it's not a W-2, and you, for some reason, even though you make $150,000 a year, can't get a loan. Well, give me a down payment, and it's all good. Like,
so that's that was the issue that we had when we first were
all right,
looking.
wait. Greg said, "Hey Jenna, I tried to put money in your account, but it went wrong. Can you go to the Wawa and get me a bunch of Apple gift cards?"
That's one of the
K-Banks.
scams. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
one of the scams. Yeah, they do that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I see Mary Beth in the chat. Hi, Mary Beth.
Hey guys.
Fixed it. Why? What's wrong with the super chats? Mary Beth said fix the super chats. Nick, what'd you do?
Backhand just did one.
Backhand did one earlier. Andrew, should I just bend over the whole show? I'll just do it like this, just bent over.
We got kicked off from the trans conversation last week.
Yeah. No more bringing any of that kind of stuff up. We're getting issues on YouTube, but
Damn. Yeah, so my day's been really horrible, actually.
well,
And
that's
then
great.
this shirt, I bought
I
this
like that shirt. It's
Hold on.
really cute.
I buy this shirt, go out of my comfort zone. I'm thinking if I can get one piece of clothing a week or 2 weeks, I'll have a wardrobe for summer.
Yeah.
Front looks good.
Yeah.
I didn't turn to the side when I picked it out.
Let me see.
Watch this.
Hold on.
Watch this. Front, cute. Side, I look like I'm 400 pounds.
Not really.
I don't know. Okay, this.
It just the way that it flows out a little
look
bit.
at how much like skinny I actually am, and then look, it like goes out to here. I don't know. I was panicking over it, and Eric will never lie to me. And I said to him, I said, "This makes me look huge." He started cracking up. He was like, "Jenna, that shirt, no good. Like, what did you do?"
Can you return it?
I already ripped the tag off,
I still think it's cute, and I
and I
think that
washed it because I don't wash my. I have
you
to wash my
might be
clothes.
able to. Hold on, stand up again because I didn't get to see. Let me see. Old Nerdy, thank you so much for the $10 super chat and for testing super chat. Okay, I don't think that it makes you look fat either, though. Come here, like this.
Yes, it does. I don't like it.
It really doesn't. You still look super tiny. Like, look at you. Look at how small you are. But you might be able to have like them see where the things are on the side here.
Yeah.
Have them bring it in a little bit somewhere so that it comes in like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
And that might work.
We'll see.
Or wear a
but-
belt around it. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, for me, like, I don't think I care that much, but it was just disappointing because I'm like, oh, let's get out of the comfort zone. But since I don't know how to, like, properly clothes shop, I just didn't turn to the side when I bought it. And I think if I did, I wouldn't have bought it.
I hate that feeling.
But
when you
now
get
I'm, like,
something.
just thinking about it. Like, the whole time, I'm like, no one can see me from the side.
I think that I think that if you wait, where'd you get it?
TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx is great. I think that if you just get it cut it and bring it in a little bit, you might be able to make it a little smaller where you like it. But I still think it looks very cute on you.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't think
just,
it's
you know
bad.
what it is? It's such, like, not a big deal, but it's just the day's been so bad today. I just need more things to get angry about.
You're like, I
It's
needed
one
a
of
win
those
today. I
days.
wanted one win. Could I buy one nice shirt? So it's a cute maternity top. Dave, you're not helping.
It is. But, like, that's what it is. I'm like, this is like
Wait,
what it
so Mary Beth said it's not updating on the screen. Did you do a super chat and you didn't get to see it?
Backhand old nerds went through.
Backhand and old nerdies went through. What the hell's going on?
I'm gonna say operator error.
Nick's saying operator error. But if it went, I mean, I don't know what.
Why would theirs work and theirs not?
That's true. I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Get it together, YouTube. Jenna has just been walking sideways all day, so people only see her head on. She's just like,
don't look at me from the side.
Yeah, I'm a Xia seamstress. I'm working on it, and I got big tits. I don't know how those two relate, but they do. They relate somehow. Brian!
Hey, Brian!
Jenna, Mary Beth, and I are looking for a sister wife. Just saying. They have a nice house. I've been there. I'll throw it out there. They got a great media room.
Yeah?
You have a lot of space.
You know me, all into the nice homes.
Yeah, you could help them work on stuff and design it. I know Mary Beth still wanted to do stuff to the basement. I'm just, I think that you could be a lot of help.
Yeah, Nick's telling me, Nick's like, take it. Looks like we got a new sister wife. Here I am.
Yay.
Andrew always has the most lovely compliments. I saw Terry in here before Terry commented.
Where did Terry go?
Terry commented. He said hello or
hi, Terry.
Somewhere, but I'm happy Terry's back.
Aw,
hey,
welcome
Terry.
back. Welcome back.
Yes.
Everybody's in the chat. Hi, guys.
What's been going on with you? I'm done ranting about my sad life.
Honestly,
and sad day.
I'm trying to think about my last week, and it's mostly just been I had a really bad period. Yay, period talk.
Mine also. I also had a bad period. I was just so
yay.
Sad. I was so sad this period.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, this one was a rough one for me.
Yeah.
I almost felt like I was sick a little bit. I just felt like crap.
I was unusually nauseous.
Yeah, so it was just a crappy week of that, and then hiking. Nick is like, it's every week. It's once a goddamn month. It's once every essentially 3 weeks. You think it's fun for us? You think we like doing it? No, it's terrible. I hate it. I wish it would go away, but I don't want menopause either because I hear that sucks too.
Yes.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Whoa.
No, local hero, thank you so much.
Oh my god, there's so much happening.
Oh my god.
Wow,
I didn't think you were ignoring
you.
me. You're being very sweet. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Mary Beth, also thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I love how he also said the Jenna fan club reporting
for duty. What a sweet man. Thank you so much.
Damn.
Wow.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Terry would still snog the pants off you too, so don't worry about the top. You got nothing to worry about here.
Wow. See, this is why I come to Sexy Sisters. You guys make my life so much. I found 2 gray hairs this week.
What? That's a genetic thing.
Hold on, check this out.
Nick started going gray when I met him.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, he said he was gray in college. He already had grays when I met him. I love it.
You guys
love it so much.
I don't think I can find it right now, but check out that gray hair. Oh, that's a full-blown gray hair.
It's just one little one. Just one little guy.
That thing's yay big.
That's
and
a genetic
split
thing.
in half because it was
Shut up, Nick. You're
well,
lying.
That's the thing. So I saw that one. I have a big gray hair right around here, and I was then the next morning I'm like, shit, I probably got a lot of grays. So I started searching, and I did find a second one somewhere over here.
Is that an Italian thing?
My brother has gray hairs.
Yeah. Both of your brothers have gray hairs.
It's bad genetics.
Yeah.
Did you say it's bad genetics? Why is it bad genetics?
To go gray at 20.
I love it. I think it looks so good.
I did say that if I started going gray, that I probably wouldn't dye my hair because I think it looks cool. However, I think that I like my hair dark now, so I'll probably just dye it for the fun of it, but not because I have grays. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I just like little ombre action in the summer and stuff.
Because dyeing it is fun. Daniel, Nick was gray before I met him. How dare you? I don't like what you're insinuating. 2 gray hairs since I was 23 years old, and I don't get why. Didlotic, I'm telling you, it's Italian. It's because you're Italian. Nick's Italian. Jenna's. You guys have. Nick's was gray again. He was graying already when I met him.
Also, thank Local Hero again because he gave €100, which is $123 regular money.
Wait, euros is $123 in regular money? Yeah. Holy crap! Thank you so much, Local Hero. Wow.
Oh, Local Hero. Do you know him? Who is this man? I feel like I haven't.
He came in with Chrissy Raid.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so fun.
Yeah, Chrissy is so awesome.
Aww.
I love her.
Thank you so much.
I love her so much. Yeah.
Mary Beth, when she can move in, because she probably needs to leave sooner than later.
Oh yes, and Mary Beth, when can Jenna move in? And Nick says we're not joking. Accelerated aging. I don't know if that counts as accelerated aging because Nick looks like he's 20 with gray hairs. That's all. Like Nick looks
look
so
like he's 20.
young. He just has gray
just
hair.
Dyed his hair dark, or he gets his little like haircuts and stuff, and you just brought him out like. You know what's so emasculating? The fact that I keep referring to my old ass brother as little this and little that. He's got a cute little haircut.
He's small. He's cute. Aw. Sour D's, I did get a pedicure. Finally. It took a long time. I got my nails done too, but I just did them clear because I don't want to put my hands in that UV light thing anymore. Because I'm in the middle of getting like these treatment. I got one more on Monday as my last one, but they go over my hands too, and I just don't want to like mess it up or anything. And found me off Simcast. Yay. Simcast is awesome.
Aww. This is so fun. Like when everyone finds you guys off this stuff.
Yeah, well, that's how you get found with anything, really. It's the only reason I've built up any sort of a following doing anything is just from other random stuff I've done. It started at AfterBuzz and then just from whatever other thing that I did.
My OnlyFans people are all from this.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally everyone is from you. I used to get a lot of them off Reddit, but has Reddit changed for you?
I don't go on Reddit.
Okay, I tried going on Reddit for the first time in like a while, and it's not letting me like post regular. It's like no photos and stuff. I don't know. It's like weird. I don't know if I just like don't know how to use Reddit anymore.
Brian, thank you for the super chat. Jenna, I'm at U-Haul. Text me your address.
Brian, thanks for the super chat.
Let's go.
Yeah. You want to pick me up in my little lizards and stuff? I don't have much because I've moved so many times in the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's just Jenna and a few lizards. This is great.
That's literally it.
No big deal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Brian and Mary Beth are awesome. Like, I actually know them. They're great.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
I'll be moving in. I cook healthy plant-based food.
I don't know if they want that.
Yeah. Well, I can
maybe healthy food, but maybe not plant-based. You learn how to cook some meats.
Well, my Gammy did teach. Did you guys ever learn the manicotti recipe?
No. The only recipes I have from her German potato salad, apple pie, pumpkin pie, pasta sauce, chocolate mousse, meatballs.
You know, if I ever make amends with my family, apparently my dad has like a ton of her recipes. Mm-hmm. So if I ever make amends and grab those, we're going to go on a baking month.
Let's do that. That'd be awesome.
Or you dropping everything and just grandma's recipes.
That would be so good. That would be amazing.
So fun?
We could just do that would be fun to do like a cooking series on YouTube. We just make all the stuff and then try it. I would love it.
What if we started like a new thing like Sexy Sisters skillets something? I don't know.
There's something there.
We make crazy stuff that they suggest and we have to eat
it. There's something there, I think that sounds fun.
Following the chat recipes. Oh God.
No.
Have you ever done the not done, but like have you seen the people that will put recipes on their tombstones?
No, who does that?
No? Oh my God, it's all like the grandmas and stuff. Like if they have a secret recipe and it's like, oh, I'll tell you when I die, whatever. People will write recipes on their tombstones. Like you can get them engraved with a secret family recipe.
It's not secret anymore.
Well, that's the thing though. When you die, there's like a whole bunch of tombstones you can find with recipes and like try out what these family recipes were.
So you could just walk around. Where is this called? Like, can you just walk around graveyards and be like, "Hey, can I find a random recipe?"
Yeah, hold on.
What if it's a terrible recipe and it's their one last troll in life? They're like, "I'm gonna give them the most disgusting recipe, and they're gonna love it."
At the bottom, they do like a little like engraved QR code, and it's like Rick rolled. Hold on. Great tombstone recipes. Check this out. Yeah, look at all this. Look at all these little, some are even shapes in recipe books.
Spritz cookies. Mary Beth, thank you so much for the super chat. You can cook in her kitchen anytime. Anytime. Don't tempt us though, because then we'll be over there cooking and you'll be like, I'm gonna need you guys to leave. You're getting really annoying now.
We will make a mess. At least I will. I'm a messy.
And we won't clean it. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Annabelle's snickerdoodles. Oh wait.
If you can search it up, there's so many like cool recipes. I really want to try one sometime.
That's so random.
Okay, Sour D's. When you say olive loaf, are you actually talking about like meat with olives in it because I bought this. I was experimenting in ShopRite the other day and I saw some random thing. I didn't know what it was, so I bought it because it had olives in it and it looked cool. And it's like
Love
this
olives.
really thinly sliced meat filled with green olives.
Oh yeah, that sounds like an olive loaf, right?
Right. Well, okay. He just said olive loaf. So
I'm
that's why I was kinda
I'm
is that
pretty
it?
sure that's an olive loaf. I think I've never had an olive loaf, but I would try it because I love olives. But
Here's
yeah,
the
it's
thing,
just thinly sliced meat with olives
on
in
its own. Now it also could have been maybe I just got a cheap shop version. It was almost too olivey for my liking, and I love olives. But when you put it in a sandwich, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Hold on, I'm gonna look up some olive loaf.
One old woman marinate in a coffin for 3 years.
Oh, this is it, olive loaf.
Yeah.
Sour D's. I tried. I think I had it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I'm talking maybe that was 10 or 15 years ago.
Is that bologna?
young.
What's the actual meat?
I don't know. It kind of tasted like bologna with olives in it.
I don't think I've ever seen that in Hawaii in my life, but I still want to try it. I would try it.
It was good. It was definitely and again, in a sandwich. It was a little too olivey for me.
There you go. Olive loaf. Oscar Mayer has a way with Bologna. Oscar Mayer.
Damn. All right. So, sorry, I'm just looking, see all these different comments.
Yeah, scam talk to blast talk to period talk, all leaves to olive loaf.
Yeah.
All of it.
And I'm so happy that he brought it up, that I tried it. What a coinky dink.
Have you ever tried bouillabaisse? Bouillabaisse?
No, I don't know.
Neither
what
have
that
I.
is,
It's a French stew. It's like a shellfish stew. It's one of Chipperson's favorite. Zia plus sugar equals recipe for disaster. Hey, that's only when I eat it. When I'm making stuff with it, it's not too bad. But when I eat it, that's when problems happen.
I just got I typed in images, literally exactly in how he wrote it, and I just got a bunch of bass covers, bass guitar covers.
Yeah, he did not spell that right.
Oh, no? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me click on recipes. Let me see if a different, spelling comes up.
I think it's B-O...
Oh, he did not spell that. It's Bouillabaisse.
Yeah, no.
But we got the concept. It came up, so... Oh, this looks delicious. It's mussels and meats and stuff.
I don't know if I'd like it. I know it's one of Chipperson's favorite, but
I would love this,
not
actually.
a mussel fan, really.
Ooh, I love mussels. I love clams. I'm going to, this weekend, I'm going to, this kite festival at the Jersey Shore with my mother.
There's a kite festival?
Yeah,
They just
apparently
fly
it's
kites?
a whole bunch of crazy stuff happening on the shore. People are doing a bunch of kite stuff. So my
Interesting.
mom and I are
Okay.
taking a good old trip, a little family, mother-daughter date, and it's super elaborate, crazy kites and stuff happening. We're
So,
just gonna camp
dragons
out.
and stuff?
Yeah.
All right. They got
We're
food
just gonna
trucks?
camp out. I hope.
I'm like, if they don't
I'm trying to get food.
I'm like, if they don't have food, I don't know if I want to go.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for
Brian.
the super chat. We love
Hey.
you. We love you.
We do love you. We love
Look at
everyone
you,
else
super
in the
chat
comments
and all
as well.
sweet. You guys are the best. That's your speech to text. I,
was
don't know,
just gonna
Sour D's.
say,
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure that
okay.
you just can't
He's sitting
spell.
at his computer right now.
Sour D's just actually isn't that bright. It's what
I
I
would have
mean.
spelled it the same way, Sour D's.
I don't know how to spell it. I do know it's B-O-U and there's a couple L's in there, but you lose me after that. That's as much as I know about that. I pulled some stories. Nick is telling us that he's no longer pulling stories for Sexy Sisters. He says he hasn't in a month, but he's saying he's no longer doing it because we complained about his stories, so he won't do it anymore.
His stories are just a lot of incest and fun stuff. Not fun, not so
Jenna
fun.
just said and fun stuff.
Yeah,
So
not
I
that
pulled
fun.
some stories. Nick, do you have them up? I emailed them to myself. They're in there. I actually did it. There's relationship stuff in there that's not incest, just so you know. Just throwing it out there.
What do you want?
Whichever. Just go in order. Doesn't matter. I dumped my man because he has cancer. Now I'm running in his honor. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I actually saw this story. It was one of the first ones. I saw it on, I can't remember if it was Twitter or Reddit. It was one of those ones. I saw this story, and coming from you, Greg, whatever. Go eat some peanuts. So in Twitter, people were slamming this girl. I mean, slamming her because she left her boyfriend because he had cancer. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on this. All right. So she's running the London Marathon on Sunday in honor of her ex-boyfriend after leaving him because his cancer battle was damaging her mental health. Her ex, Jel Fressen.
That's already a bad side.
Yeah.
Dying is damaging me.
I'm super curious about this.
Dang.
Her ex was diagnosed in September with a rare and aggressive type of brain cancer, a grade 4 medulloblastoma. I don't know if I'm saying that right. At the age of 37.
This is horrible.
Yeah. Frezen
She dumps him?
and then she dumps him. So I'm very curious to get your take. Frezen had to learn how to walk again after 17 hours of brain surgery. He also underwent 6 weeks of radiation therapy and began 9 months of chemotherapy. The struggle was simply too much for Epstein at the time. With the last name like Epstein.
I was thinking it. I was like,
she's like, I'm leaving here for someone younger. 37.
She said, I'm just going to go
old.
take a trip to the islands and forget about my cancer-ridden boyfriend.
I felt like the most awful person leaving somebody because they have cancer, but it was damaging my mental health and it wasn't helping Jelly. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. She said that, okay, so she's a physics teacher, explained that she was so worried and devastated that she was having trouble sleeping and eating. I was having panic attacks and was on so much medication to sort myself out, I just couldn't function. I still love him deeply and want to support him, but I came to realize I couldn't stay with him as his partner. The pair split, and now Epstein is running the marathon in Frezen's honor to benefit brain tumor research. I felt so helpless watching all this unfold, so I knew I had to do something. The couple was buying a house together.
How do you go from like, let's buy a house together, probably going to get married at that point, to say, oh, you know, what happens like in sickness? What do they say when they get married?
They're not
in
married.
Sickness and in health? I know, but like when I'm buying a house with someone, I'm going to damn hope that they're going to stay with me if I'm sick.
Yeah. Yep. That's so he started having dizzy spells and vomiting. Doctors initially thought he was suffering from an ear infection, but he sought out a private MRI after his vomiting worsened. The scan found tumor. Surgery revealed the mass in his brain was indeed cancerous. It's the type of cancer that's most often found in children. She said she felt like their whole lives came out from under them. Yeah. So I'm torn on this one.
I was going to say, here's my take.
I'm curious. Yes, I would like to hear
Some
this.
people are so selfless, like I am, that I feel like if my partner looked at me and I saw that this was taking a strain on him, because I like to also dig myself into mental holes I can't get out of for the benefit of other people.
Yeah.
I would say we can't date anymore because if I'm gonna die, we're dying. I don't want you to be there and go through that. And if they decide to leave, they leave. If not, but I gave them the out because, like, my love language is acts of... As long as the other person benefits, I'm, like, happy.
Yeah.
But, like, we don't actually know if he said... And at the same time, like, even if someone says, hey, you know, it's fine if you leave. I'm hurting you. I get it. I don't think anyone would actually want to be dumped. You know?
No, nobody wants to be dumped in that situation.
I think she kind of just sounds like a twat waffle.
Like a twat waffle.
And I think the fact that she's like, well, I'm running a marathon in his honor, like, well, why don't you start covering some of his medical bills maybe?
Well, I
like,
think that's what she's trying to do. I think
but it's
go
like
on with the
I get
thing.
it's in like the research and stuff, but she's like, I just felt like, you know, I had to do something. Well,
Nick, can you scroll down? Because I thought I read, but I'm not sure. I thought I read that.
Did this change anything?
No. Go down.
Did you read that?
No, I just want to see if she was raising money for some of his bills or something. I couldn't remember if that's what it was.
she said it would be a nice tribute to him.
Which is weird. That's weird to do. Like, if you need to leave him because you feel like this isn't a struggle that you're willing to go through. Okay, she just started a Just Giving page to fundraise for brain tumor research. All right, so it's just research then. It's not for his bills.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like, if I feel like I'm going to dump someone, yes, it's for the cause, and the cause is very important, but...
Yeah, I feel like she could have done that with... So I'm torn on this one. I think it's shitty to dump someone when they have cancer. There's no way around it. But at the same time,
Yeah.
that's a really, really, really rough road to go down with someone.
Right, and that's what
And
I'm
if you're
thinking,
like,
yeah.
okay, I'm not cut out, it means you two shouldn't be together.
Yes.
If you get to the point where you're like, this is going to be too much for me, then you need to go, because then you're not meant to be together.
Right.
I think they showed something. It was like something like 70% of men leave their partners if they have
What?
they did like a study on it. Dudes do it all the time. Like, it's bad.
Oh my god.
Like, more often they either cheat on their partners or leave them if they're sick.
Old
or
Nerdy says
it's like a bad.
It's not you, it's cancer. Holy shit.
Marry him, hope he has life insurance, and wait that mug out.
Damn.
Sorry, but she's a selfish biatch. He okay. Needed something to give him hope. She dropped him like a piece of crap. Yeah, no, she did. It sucks. But that's a really tough thing to go through.
Brian, what the heck did Brian just say?
Brian, thank you so much for the super chat.
What? He says, Jenna, I just tossed my special needs child out of her bedroom and into an unfinished basement so she doesn't bother you. I look forward to watching you and Mary Beth cook in the kitchen. Oh, we will be doing some cooking in the kitchen.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
I just logged in. Oh, thank you, Buddy the Wonder. I love these things. I love them so much. Women are 6 times more likely to end up separated or divorced if they're diagnosed with cancer or multiple sclerosis than if their male partners were facing the same illness, according to U.S. study. The study confirmed earlier research of a divorce or separation rate among cancer patients of 11.6%, similar to the general population, but found the rate jumped to 20%, so it's half as much, or 2 times more or whatever, when the woman was sick versus 2.9% when the man was ill. Oh, wow. No, that's a huge jump. That's an 18% jump.
I was just going to say, that's a lot.
Yeah. So apparently if girls get sick, dudes are like, peace them out. And it's not usually the other way around.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember reading that somewhere like a while back,
That's
and I was like,
horrifying.
damn. But I don't think she did a wrong thing by leaving him. I know that sounds cold and heartless.
Honestly, I think
But I think she's an idiot
She's
for-
a jerk off.
It
truthfully,
sucks.
But it's like, there's never a wrong thing.
Yeah.
If her mental health was suffering, granted, I know this sounds messed up, but like, to your point, they shouldn't be together.
They shouldn't be together.
If you're not gonna, again, what did I say before? What is
Sickness
it?
and health.
And sickness and health,
Yeah.
till death do us apart. Well, death is doing you apart right now, and you're not sticking with it. So,
Yeah.
you get the boot.
It was time for you to leave. And it just goes to show, like, again, cancer is not an easy thing to go through with a partner. Illness is not an easy thing to go through
Even
with a
when
partner.
I was going through my Epstein-Barr flare-up and I
Yeah.
couldn't like walk like normally, and Eric would have to like help me up, that took a little bit of a toll on our relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was like I couldn't go to the gym, I couldn't work out, I just couldn't
do things.
physically do stuff.
Yeah.
And for him, and also with the fatigue and everything else. So for him, it's like, well, I'm always tired, I can't do anything, and I just became just like sitting in bed all day doing nothing, and I was tired, I wasn't talking, I wasn't active. So for him, it's like, well, if he wanted to do something, I would just be like, no, I can't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
and
it-
even that took a big toll on us for
Of course.
a while.
Of course it does. Though that kind of stuff is rough. And I think that if you're not with someone that, or if you realize into it, you're like, this is too much for me, I can't handle this, then that's not your person, probably.
Yes. Yep.
I think that if you are like, no, I can't possibly leave this person, even though it's rough, then that's your person. But I think she did the right thing by leaving.
Unfortunately.
I know it sounds
Again, there's no
crappy,
wrong
but
answer.
like,
There's no
yeah.
wrong answer.
And I don't think it doesn't make her a jerk, but I also think you don't need to sacrifice yourself for someone else if you don't have that want to. Then that's not the person you're sacrificing
Yep.
yourself for.
I'm just like, I'm so sad. You know what stinks? Like, I would hate to see if she got cancer if like he stayed with her.
That would have been sad. You would never know that, but that would be sad.
We would never know, but if he stayed and then like, roles reversed to this exact scenario, would she be the one to go, oh, I can't handle this anymore?
I have to go. I want to get out of here. But yeah, it sucks. It's all around that sucks.
Yeah. Aw.
I know.
This poor guy. I want to give him a hug.
He can't fully close one eye, and he has a squint that gives him double vision.
I used to know this guy. I went on a music tour with him who had eye surgery when he was young. and he sleeps with his eyes open.
Really?
I thought I told you about this.
Creepy. No.
Oh, yeah. So his name is Dan. He's absolutely lovely, killer keyboard player. And when we went on tour, obviously it was a whole bunch of us, and we would have to get like, jump on the tour bus, you play a gig, you go to the next state, you go to the hotel. Like, it was just chaotic 2 weeks of my life during that tour. So a lot of us we'd have to share hotel rooms and share beds and stuff. And sometimes we would either drive overnight or we would drive for hours on the bus, and everyone would just crash because when it's overnight, you're passing out on the tour bus, like whatever. So sometimes, he would fall asleep, and I remember like we would all notice and like, dude, like his eyes are open, and he would like sleep, and they would just open, and he would sit there like. It was the craziest thing. So we always used to take videos of him and play Enter Sandman by Metallica in the background to do like a meme, but it was the scariest thing when he just slept with his eyes open.
Didlotic has a good question.
I asked the same question. He says his eyes do not dry out. I don't know how, because he doesn't blink when he sleeps.
Well, yeah, because you're not awake. Blinking's involuntary, but I guess weird.
It was crazy. I like took a bunch of looking back on it, like teenage me, I felt so bad, but we would all just literally take photos of him and just play like stupid music in the background.
He should have started wearing a mask and then put googly eyes on the outside of the mask.
Oh, he should have, but
that's what he should have done.
Just like that.
I've never seen anyone sleep with their eyes open before. I don't like it.
Because they couldn't shout when he would that's the thing too, he would blink. He could blink and he looked normal. Like the surgery happened when he was a kid, so he looked like a normal dude. They just didn't have like the muscle skills
to stay closed.
Yes, when he was sleeping.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Nick, you got the next story? So I don't know. She sucks. You know what she sucks for? She sucks for running the marathon and calling attention to it. That's what I think she sucks for.
And as much.
Not putting the money towards him. Yeah.
That was the point that I was going to make up. As much as it's like, oh, doing it for cause. I feel like if let's just say Eric dumped me. I'm going through all this stuff, and then suddenly it's like, cancer, we got to do a cause, and this and that, and I'm going to run a marathon for you. I'm like, but you just dumped me. Go F yourself. I want nothing to do with you right now, that you are like now almost using my suffering to say I'm doing this for my...
She's very much doing the whole look at me thing. It's a look at me. That's what it is.
And then to not actually, none of that money goes toward... It goes to the concept, which is great. That's great. But like then to just not go to me itself?
Yeah. Like pay my medical bills, dickhead. Unless they're getting paid, but I don't know.
Usually not.
Usually it doesn't cover all of it. Because that's like crazy.
Quite expensive.
All right, this one is Tinder's most swiped right guy. He helps ugly men find love with AI.
Oh God. Oh God.
I kind of want to hear him talk, but I know we can't both hear him. Look, I know like objectively, I guess he's a good-looking guy, but he does nothing for me. Nick says he's ugly as shit. He does
have fun at work.
Nothing for me. Bye, Mamas. Mamas mouse. The love guru is logged in. Tinder's self-proclaimed most swiped right man.
This guy?
Yes, this guy is now sharing the wealth by using artificial intelligence technology to help genetically unblessed people land a soulmate. Is that what he said? That's his nice way of saying ugly. Genetically unblessed.
I don't think he's that good looking, and I like black men.
I don't think he's super good looking. I don't know. I guess objectively, that's like not the greatest. He's
not bad looking. He's not bad looking. In this picture, though, like I don't think I would ever just take a second glance at him walking down the street.
Yeah. He does like more modelly photos that look.
Hey Ryan, thank you so much for the super chat.
Hi Ryan, thank you for the super chat. So I don't know. So he says his AI prompts and training can turn any guy from zero to hero. The online lady killer told Southwest News Service of his methods of helping those who are unlucky in love. I need to know.
Are you just catfishing people then?
No, I don't think so. I think that the AI is supposed to train people into being more dateable. I think that's the whole thing. So
like if they can like look at you and say you would look better with this hairstyle type, and then you can go and like get that hairstyle type.
Yeah.
Okay, that's valid. That is valid. Is this him now?
Yeah.
This dude looks like a genetic Sims NPC.
I still can't see his man's face. I just see that he's got, anyone looks amazing in sunglasses and a hat. Anyone looks amazing in sunglasses, period. Have you ever seen like a really ugly person who's got nice hair and sunglasses on, and you're like, that's a bad girl right there. She takes them off and you're like, never mind.
Really? I think that
Never
sunglasses
mind.
make me look worse. I hate wearing them because I
I'm
feel
saying,
like it makes my
girls
face.
in general, though, because like that photo that was just displayed, he just had sunglasses, hat, and a scarf on. So you're just kind of covering your face.
Interesting.
Your fashion got better. I'll hand it to you, but
He's a pilot. He also splits his time modeling, claims that dating has never been a hard task because meeting women comes easily to him. Indeed, the Londoner reportedly earned the title Mr. Tinder in 2017 after the app announced he'd gotten a record-breaking 14,600 matches in 2 years, the most of anyone on the app at the time.
dude, what he probably does, he has one of those swipers that you flick. You like connect them to your phone, you flick them, they spin around, and it'll just like Tinder swipe for you. Probably used to just do that all day, every day, and just flick it.
Just swipe right on himself?
No, not on himself, but I'm saying so anyone who would swipe right on him, it increases your chances in like highly populated areas.
Huh, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. They're like the little gadgets that you flick and they'll
Wow.
just spin around and they act as like a finger touch.
Yeah.
So people will use them, guys specifically, because a lot of girls obviously don't do this,
Right.
will just use them, and then whoever they match with in female types, they can either say, oh, this girl's hot, or oh, this is not unmatched. So it increases your matches.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense that guys do that and girls don't, because girls don't really need to, usually, I guess, unless she's a troll.
Right.
But by subscribing to Tomlin's site Celebrity Love Coach with packages priced between $45 and $150, singles will get access to bespoke AI to compose the more appealing dating profiles. So he's not even doing the work.
You could just install this yourself.
Yeah, I was going to say he's not even doing anything.
Like, I can hook this up right now.
Wait, he says he uses design tech and chat GPT.
What the hell? This guy is fucking
Like, anyone can just
scamming people.
I mean,
can
low
do
key
that.
though, good for him. The fact that he found a little niche business that he's just like mindlessly.
Yeah, I guess it's probably
At a
working.
business standpoint, I have to hand it to him. He's doing something that everyone else is not. Did you guys actually hear about that guy whose dog was dying and he
No.
got the lab results and put it into chat GPT and helped solve what was wrong with his dying dog, worked with his vet, and actually like the vet was able to like collaborate and see what the data he got was, and they were able to save his dog.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So now they're saying like with AI, because it's so advanced now, like because obviously it won't look a lot of like human error.
Yeah.
So the fact that he individually went through it and like just did as much research as he could with the blood results he got from his dog, he was able to save his dog's life.
That's
And like the vet
wild.
couldn't. The vet just couldn't.
Anna! Hi, Anna!
Hey, Anna!
Hi! Oh my goodness, guys, Anna's here. Anna is that Star Wars girl. She's awesome. I love her so much. She's another content creator. She's a cosplayer. She has a YouTube channel. She streams on Twitch. She's like the coolest ever.
Go,
She's also an
Anna!
artist. Her art
Yes.
is so
love
fucking
that.
cool. Yeah. Wow. Hi, Anna. Oh my goodness. And Ravenclaw is here. Everybody's here. This is so exciting.
Hey.
We're talking about this guy who does basically he uses AI and chat GPT to make better dating profiles for people, but they could just do that themselves, and somehow he's making money doing this. Like, I don't even understand how he's doing this.
Good for him. Honestly, like again, the
I
business side of me,
guess.
good for him.
Yeah.
so good looking.
I mean, yeah.
Nick does not think he's good looking at all.
I
He
don't think
doesn't
he's
do
good-looking
anything
either.
for me either, is the thing. Like, I don't.
Maybe if he
I
was
don't see
smiling,
it.
that's a weird photo of him.
There are better photos of him on there. Like, I know there were ones where he looked like more like a model, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, but there were other ones that showed his face not in a scarf and sunglasses and a hat. But I don't know. It doesn't do much for me.
I love it
They're,
how
like,
like
not
everyone's
loading.
like Anna. it's like so cute.
Anna's the best.
No, I know, but everyone in
her.
the chat is. I love that everyone like knows each other and it's just so supportive and positive.
Thank you so
Brian.
much, Anna. Oh my God.
Aww.
I love these boobs. They make everything fit good. It's the nicest thing in the world. Like this shirt I had before. I haven't had to get new shirts or anything, although I'm gonna.
Wow.
Hi, Deadpool. Brian, thank you so much for the super chat. Sage wants you to say hi to her. Who, both of us or Jenna or me? Either way. Hi, Sage.
Hey, Sage.
Hi. Sage is, you're taking her room. She got thrown into the basement.
Oh, Sage. Don't worry. We can hang out. We can do little tea parties together.
Yeah, exactly. That dude must have a great personality. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. He might be nice, but he looks like a douche. The whole thing. What is...
Again, though, all of these photos, he just has everything just covering his face.
Wait, hold on. Go up. Thank you, Tricky. No, down a little bit. I want to read what's right under here. Last month, women shared horror stories of getting hornswoggled, I like that word, by guys using an AI wingman called Cupid Bot, which does everything from flirting to soliciting numbers. They claimed they'd been smitten by online persona only to find out later that the actual person was nothing like their virtual doppelganger. So they're just meeting these douchebags. Mary Beth Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. And Sage says, be sexier. Oh, I'm sorry, Sage. I'll work on this. I'll rub more boob. Just hold
Zoo will rub some lotion on it later.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Did you just see the pure look of shock that I had? Like, whoa.
No. I missed it because I was like reading stuff and
oh my God, I just had like the
and...
most shocked face.
Anyway, boob. Hello, boob. Yeah, I feel like that's terrible because you're like tricking these women into thinking that you're someone that you're not, or vice versa even, really. And then you get there and you're like, yeah, I'm actually a giant douchebag. Oh boy. And here's another one. 2 years, Loopy Locust. Why, thank you. Thank you, Deadpool. I learned how to make any man obsessed with me. Here's my secret. Guys, you got to give us some feedback on this because I'm curious, or if she's just full of crap. Maybe she just sucks. Last week, I had a dating epiphany. It's something that's been slightly annoying me for a while now, and I finally discovered a term for it. You see, my dilemma is that I've always find myself getting crushes on guys who only ever seem to be kind of sort of interested, but as soon as I lose interest, they come running. Seriously, I was dating a guy on and off for a year, and every time he came to town, I would drop everything to see him. I thought I was playing it super chill, but looking back, he probably could smell the desperation. I would get nervous when I saw him purposely wearing clothes I knew he liked, doused myself in his favorite scent, and turned up to every date early. Oh, Jana. Oh, Jan.
You know, I'm like totally guilty of falling in love with every guy I have a crush on.
That's not love, then.
Do you do that? Is that like whenever you get a crush on a guy, you're like, this is the guy?
I become obsessive.
A little obsessive. Okay.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not like crazy. Like if he goes up with someone else, it's like okay, whatever. Like I took an L. Like that doesn't bother me as much. It's more of a like I'll just start texting you every day. And I become the clingy man that everyone talks about. That I'm like, hey, how's it going? Do you want to go out again? I had a really fun time. Like, thanks so much. Hey, how are you? And like, because I've been obsessively texting, I have gotten ghosted before.
Okay. All right. So maybe this
but
is...
it's a very rare occasion. But like, I'm usually pretty good at getting the people that I would wanted to. Not to sound like a jerk off, but I was usually Here's the thing. I just feel like usually with a lot of guys, they were really excited that a girl like really actually wanted to talk to him. Yeah. So a lot of them were like, into it. Yeah. But the people that weren't into it, that just wanted a like one night stand or little fling or something, I very quickly would, terminate all interest.
Gotcha. Okay. So maybe that's what she's figuring out.
Yeah.
After about a year of running to him every time he came calling, I started to get a little tired of it. Thanks to a new job promotion and an exercise routine that left me feeling not only healthier, but also gave me the gift of a little self-respect, I found that this romantic scenario was no longer working for me.
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her. She's good looking. Yeah, she's got nice everything. I had put this man on a pedestal, and upon reflection, he didn't really deserve to be there. All right, I like this. So I slowly started losing interest. I canceled plans to see him. I stopped getting nervous in his company. I lost the butterflies in my stomach. And then all of a sudden he started putting in more effort, canceling his other plans to see me, getting a little nervous when I called. Did he tell you that? I think he might be running game. And okay, so scroll up. It's like he could smell my disinterest and it was driving him bonkers. Well, it turns out there's a term for it, and it set off a light bulb in my head. All right, what's this term?
See, I'm not interested in playing games, though. Like, if you don't want to be with me, I will very quickly just, like, cancel you.
Right. You're done.
Yeah. But if you're just going to keep calling me, like, I feel like I'm not there for that. I'm more of just like I said, I'll get, like, obsessively into people.
Right.
And if they like it, then that's great. We usually end up dating. And if not, well, okay.
Brian and Andrew are fighting over you in the chat.
It's so funny. You guys are so sweet.
It was while I was listening to my favorite podcast, Smart List, with Jason Bateman, Will Arnett, and Sean Hayes, that they were talking about a term called sexy indifference. I've never heard of this in my life. She is really cute. It's basically when you're attracting a romantic partner or auditioning for a role or making friends, you appear as someone who does not seem overly concerned with the outcome of the situation. You're basically meh about the whole thing.
Exactly.
So does this work on you guys? Do you guys want the girl to be meh about you? You don't want a girl to be into you.
God, no.
So you just want a girl that doesn't care?
No, there's a difference. There's a good middle part of like complete nothing and then way too much. That middle, that whole like, yeah, you know, whatever.
Oh, see, no, I'm
right.
like straight. Most guys I've ever been with, I have approached and said, I think you're cute. Can I take you on a date? And all of them stand there stunned. And they're like, what? What
just
like,
happened?
Yes. I usually will always make the first move. You know, I do have FOMO, though. Not FOMO, but I have some, I do have regrets about making the first move out of majority of the people I've ever been with. Because I've always wanted it to be, like, some cute thing. Like, a guy actually wants to kiss me. But I'm just not patient enough.
You're like, I want you to kiss me now.
No, like, I'll say it. Like, there was, when I was with my ex, I remember he, like, went to hug me goodbye. And I went to kiss him. And he, like, pulled away. And I looked at him and I said, so no, like, we're not, you don't want to kiss me? And he was like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I'll kiss you. But it was like, I almost like forced him into doing it.
I think that maybe
because it was like uncomfortable, because I was like, so like, what do we do now? Like, I just want to kiss you. And he like kind of pulled away. He was like, oh, no, I'll kiss you. And then like, you know,
I think
it was
maybe
all good,
he just got
but
taken aback by it. Maybe he just wasn't expecting it.
I have like regrets though for doing that so often.
Also, guys nowadays are afraid to do anything because girls will say rape, and then it's like trying to kiss. Like,
maybe.
Yeah, Nick said that guys also get afraid because girls will pull like the, you know, assault card and this and that, which is very true. Have you seen so many of those gym videos even?
Oh my God, those gym videos are so annoying. All it ever is, there's such a huge difference between a guy who's harassing girls, because that happens. It happens in gyms. Yeah. But all these girls are making these videos of like, oh, this guy glanced at me as he walked by. Oh, look, he walked by again and glanced over. You're in a gym, idiot. Of course, and
you
you're filming.
Have flipping like booty shorts with the crease on the inside all the way up to your freaking jawline.
Yeah,
like,
of course the guy's gonna glance at you.
I'm
stupid.
staring at you. Oh my God! Thank God I'm not a guy. Thank God I'm not a guy. For the reason of I probably would have been kicked out of multiple gyms. Every time a girl walks by, I'm like.
No, I do that too. It's really bad. I have to like
so
actively stop myself from doing that, first of all. Second
so
of all, it's not even like necessarily that he's staring at you. It might just be that he's looking at things. Because I do that. Yeah, I'm like, look, and then I'll catch someone's eye and we kind of awkwardly look away from each other. Like
a heavy set and you see nothing but blurry vision and stars. Yeah. And you find yourself like staring at things until like your vision clears up, and then it's like, oh, I just was staring at that guy for the last 10 seconds while my little star buddies went away.
Yeah, you're like, I didn't mean to stare at you. Like, I don't know. And also, look, I said it once and I'll say it again. I don't care if a guy hits on me at the gym. It's very flattering. I look like a hobo there. So if they do, I'm like, thank you.
Just don't be creepy. Like,
yeah, just don't be creepy. That's it.
Like, hey, I just think you're really pretty and stuff. Now, here's the thing. A lot of girls would be like, oh my God. Like nowadays. Be like, oh my God, you can't do that. But I'm just like, hey, thank you so much. Not interested.
I'm not available, but thank you.
I'll give you a handshake. You know,
I'm
flattered.
My God. What did you think we said?
No, she's like, I'll give you a hand. I'm like, whoa.
As long as money doesn't change hands, it's not illegal, Nick. That Star Wars girl says I dress like a hobo at the gym. Oh my God, me too. I have actually, Brian, I have that lovely, albeit giant, Tell 'em Steve Dave hoodie that you were so kind to give me. It's big. It comes down to like, not quite my knees, but it comes down to like mid-thigh.
I love sleeping in oversized hoodies.
I love it. I just wear a giant hoodie and whatever pants I'm going to wear. Sometimes a pair of sweatpants. And every once in a while, I'll go into the bathroom to pee or whatever, and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh God. This is how I go outside.
My forehead vein is always popping,
and we're doing stuff.
Oh my God. And especially because like when I wear my hair like back, because I've been doing the sloot strands recently just to hide my face a little bit more, but it's because the gym that I'm at has mirrors on every single wall. It's just a full 360 of mirrors.
Yeah.
So when I'm done working out and my hair's like, if I don't have my sloot strands out, you see nothing but crazy forehead veins zigzag across my entire head. And it looks horrifying.
Look, there's nothing you can do about it. I'm now noticing that if I've been a little bit active or like done some cardio, my boob veins are coming out a lot more than I was like, hey, look, I got boob. And then I'm like, oh, whoa.
That used to be an insecurity of mine when I started birth control when I was like in high school. I was only 14 when I started birth control for my cysts. And my boobs grew a lot more because that's just what happens to some people. And I was really insecure because they got like really veiny because of how much they grew so quickly.
But that's so normal.
Oh
that's
my God.
Like everyone.
And apparently no guy cares because...
Of course they don't care. You get boobs.
I was like so afraid. I even went to like my brother's best friend who I was like hooking up with, and I was like, dude, like I can't show you my boobs. Like they're veiny. And he was like, Jenna, no guy cares if your boobs are veiny.
No.
Whip them out. And I was like, what? Okay.
Yeah,
and then
no guy cares about that.
Yeah.
They just
So
they just
I
want
think
to see
it's
boobs.
so funny though that you said it because like I had the same thing. Like, wait a second, there's a vein there.
Yeah, no, there's like a bunch of veins.
That? You noticed all the little veins? Oh my God, no.
But it's almost like our bodies need blood, and how do they get around? I don't know. This is crazy.
So good.
Exactly. The smart creeps use the mirrors so they don't get caught staring. Exactly.
I'll
do
still
a
get
little
caught
like
staring using the mirror. So bad.
That's why you gotta start wearing. I start wearing sunglasses into the gym. I'll be like, what? It's super bright in here. Because the gym has. I actually kind of hate it because I'm trying not to like get a lot of sun. But they have in our gym at the LA Fitness or whatever. They don't use lights. They just have like sun openings or whatever they're called.
Really?
Yeah, in the ceiling. So they're just, and it's smart, I guess, because they're, reducing the electric bill by probably a lot because they've got,
What happens? Do they turn lights out at night?
They turn lights on at night, yeah. So, but during the day, it's just skylights. Skylights. Thank you. Skylights.
I love skylights.
Yeah. So yeah, that's, I think it's so stupid. All right. So
men like meh girls.
But in the chat,
been
a lot of guys were saying no, they don't. If the girl's meh, then they're like, I'm out. Like if you're not interested in me,
that's what I'm saying. If a guy's not in, here's the thing though. I like a good challenge. So if a guy's not interested in me, I'll always give myself like a time period of I'm gonna hook this man. And if I don't have my claws deep into him by the time of this period, then clearly he's not interested, and I'm just done.
See, I don't even do that. If a guy's not interested in me, I just move on. Like immediately. If he's not showing that he cares or like, well, I'm like, all right, then that's it.
See,
like, I don't know.
I like a challenge. Like if you're not into me, I'm like, can I make him interested in me in a healthy, not crazy way? Let me mind. It's not like I'm gonna like change my personality. I'm just like, my thing is maybe he just doesn't know me well enough. Like maybe I gotta hang out with him more. Like that's what I tell myself.
I always just feel like if a guy's not interested, like I remember girls complaining a lot about guys ghosting them when I was in LA and when I was dating before I met Nick, and I was on Tinder, and girls would always be like, oh, so-and-so good. That has never bothered me, especially because I remember I hung out with this one guy once. He was a firefighter, good looking dude, super nice. We hung out twice. And then I guess I also didn't reach out to him, but he never reached out to me.
I've had one of those.
Yeah, so I just was like, all right, that's it. And then girls were like, well, are you mad that he didn't text you? And I'm like, not really. Like, I don't know. There was no connection. We hung out twice.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If it's mutual, like whatever. I've had one guy ghost me, but he also lived in Portland, Oregon, the complete opposite side of, the country. Because I got way too obsessive for a guy who lives across the country that I have not seen since I was 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was the one time I got ghost. Completely understandable. Heart was broken.
Yeah.
But it was like completely understandable. And then the other time was this cute guy I met on Tinder. His name I think was Matthew? I don't know what his name was, but I thought he was really cute. He ghosted me because same thing. I just texted him too much and I was like getting annoying. Those I think were the only 2 times that I've been like ghosted.
Interesting. Yeah, I think when you're
I
like
took him to the heart though.
Did you?
Oh, it crushed me. So now I know because it hurt me so badly because I was like so excited and into these guys. I don't like ghosting other people unless you're like stalking or crazy. Like normally I'll just say, hey, like thanks so much. I'm just not interested in you.
Yeah, I've done that with guys that I was like seeing. But I think if you like, or if you meet a guy once and you're like, I'm not interested. I've had guys like freak out on me and be like, you're a bitch then. Like I definitely have had that happen where I'm like, all right.
Like, oh, you're just trying to get dinner. I'm like, no, maybe you just had no personality.
Well, and also not even. We had coffee. Relax. Yeah. Like, calm down, dude. I think the only time that I remember being like crushed from a guy where it wasn't like even breakups. I remember at one breakup I was sad for like a week and then I was like, God damn, this is awesome. Like I was so happy afterwards. I was like, this is so much better. But I think the only time that I was 16, it was one of my first boyfriends and I had grown up with him. Like his family knew my family. So I knew him since I was a kid and I always had a crush on him, always. And so when he showed interest, I was like, and then when I was 16, when he was like, I'm going to work things out with my ex-girlfriend, that devastated me. Oh. But that was the only time I remember being like devastated by something like that.
I would hate because it just makes you, as insecure girls as we are, hearing someone, hey, I'm gonna work it out, or hey, doing that, it's like, I'm just never gonna be good enough. It's like, oh no, that's not it, but that's how we take it. Yeah, like everything about me stinks, this girlfriend's better than me, blah blah, and it's just a hit to the self-confidence. But that's the thing, I feel for men, as long as you're not creepy. Like, I've had some people, like, stalk me where I'm like,
that's creepy.
block.
That's weird
and creepy.
Other
people, it's just like, hey, I'm just sorry. I'm not into you.
Yeah, look, it happens.
My mom's a savage at ghosting. Oh, as soon as ghosting,
screw everybody.
As soon as ghosting became a trend, my mother is the queen at sending a message and blocking.
Wait, what? What kind of message would she send before she blocked?
Before she, like, got with her current boyfriend, who is lovely. We love him. She used to obviously go on a bunch of dates. She was on Match.com, things like that, So she would, like, try out the different websites. And she's a good-looking woman. She's fun, especially now. She's, like, not depressed and stuff. So she's, like, a grand old time to hang out with. And, again, she's cute. So she goes out with all these men, and sometimes like they'll like be like, oh, she'll go out. She usually gives it like 2 dates, maybe 2, maybe 3. Mm-hmm. After 2 or 3 dates, when someone's like, okay, the guys usually get interested, we'll start talking to him more. My mom will then decide, I don't like this guy, and she'll just send him a message going, hey, I don't like you, I'm totally not interested, like this, that, and the next, write a message, and then before he even gets the chance to read and respond, my mom will block him on everything.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm like,
she's like, I decided I'm done with you.
You can't just send a message and block a man on everything. Like, don't you want to know the response? She goes, no, it's a really selfish thing I do. And she's admitted. She goes, I admit it's not the best and it's selfish.
I admit it's not the best, but I'm going to keep doing it.
I just don't want to hear the response because it makes her sad. Or people get angry. How dare you? I took you on dates, blah, blah. She's like, I don't want to hear what their response is. They just know I'm not interested. It didn't work out, and now they're blocked.
At least she tells them she's not interested beforehand. I don't know if the block is necessary, but
I'm all for the tea. Like, I want to know that response. If I'm going to send someone a message saying I'm not interested, like, I want to, if it's negative or positive, like, I just want to look at my phone and be like, dang, Yeah. I guess she just doesn't want to know the tea.
I mean, if you do it in person.
No, it's always over text. She would be like finish up dinner and like shoot him a text after and be like, thanks, but no thanks, block.
I feel like you should try and do it in person if you can, when you can, because it's a lot harder. for them to be mean to you in person. Usually they'll just say like, oh, okay. And then you can move on. And then if they're a dick to you afterwards, you can block them. But it is a lot easier. I don't know. The couple of times that I've done it in person, it's always been fine.
Terry.
Oh, no.
Terry. No, Ter. She says, so Jenna has now picked Brian and Andrew over me. This is my favorite part, Ter. He goes, okay, I know my place now. Left scrubbing the floors and doing the ironing. Fine, I give up. Terry. I love you, Terry. I'm looking right at you.
Terry.
I love everyone. I love Andrew. I love, who else? Backhand. We've got Terry. We've got Brian, Mary Beth. I love everyone.
I think that you should be like a reverse Mormon and you should just have multiple husbands situation.
Exactly.
I think that works good.
Guys, there's a piece of this for everyone.
Loopy Locust, thank you for not finding me an enemy. Or as an enemy. I like it. Thank you. Playing Brian tried to take Jenna away from me already. I just think that this needs to be, a reverse Mormonisms. And you get to have like 10 husbands. And they can all be in different houses. And you can do like, you can visit them once a week.
Is Jenna single yet?
Yes, Healer. That's totally how it works.
Dang.
All right. So, yeah, I guess it leaves people wondering why we're unfazed by it all. Who is a person who couldn't give an F? I don't know. I feel like if a guy's indifferent, I don't want anything to do with him. I don't want the hard to get games thing. I'm not into that. Either you don't have to be needy, but show that you're interested in me. Otherwise,
well, here's the thing: if you're truly not interested in me, like I'm not gonna try hard. But if there's some slight like maybe, then I'll go for that little game I have in my head where I get the timeline. But if someone's just not interested in me, it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Like there was this one guy. There was my this one guy Nick from high school. I was interested in him, and I like just broke up with his friend, and we went to Wildwood after prom.
I like Wildwood.
And I literally just flat out asked him, I'm like, Nick, I like you. Like, you want to hook up? And he was like, no. And I was like,
he said no.
No, because he couldn't do that to his friend Joey, even though like they're like not. It was high school friends, you know, like.
You guys don't.
You know.
I've done that.
Like not hooked up with a girl that your friend was interested in?
You know what's funny though? I give props to Nick, and this is why I will always speak so highly of him. Like he's a true, genuine person. My ex-boyfriend Joey, all of his best friends proceeded to then hook up with me. Every single one of them. I got with every single one of his absolute best friends.
Then they're not the best friends.
No, and like, it was just a, you know, and Nick and this guy Joey were not super close, but he was just a genuine human, and he just said, look, like he's kind of like my friend. I just feel bad. And I was like, I have mad respect for you right now.
No, that's
because
good.
I already got with every single one of his other friends just because, like.
So they're bad friends. But Nick said he's done this before where he hasn't hooked up with friends, girls who their friends are into them. And Nick said the girls got very angry. But what if it's a girl that you have an actual connection with? Would you go to your friend and be like, dude, I actually really like her?
I mean.
To see where it goes. Like, what if you miss out on a great relationship? It never got that far?
My friend's like, yo, leave. I'm like, yeah, no problem. And then it's over. And I'll talk to them again.
All right.
So I don't, in that situation, yeah, maybe, but it's never gotten that far.
Right. He says in that situation, maybe, but it's never gotten that far.
Have you ever had girlfriends where, like, they've had guys that you've then been with? I don't have enough female friends to ever have, like, been in that scenario.
No.
It would normally just be girls get my sloppy seconds and just not tell me. That would always irritate me when girls would do that, but at the same time, I didn't care that much.
That never bothered me. There was a guy that I had a crush on, and my friend ended up with him for, like, 8 years.
Wow.
Yeah, but it didn't bother me at all. It didn't make me upset because they like obviously had a thing.
Right.
I wasn't like, no, he's mine. You can't have him because I like him. Like, I don't know. I just feel like that's so childish. Like, geez, he wasn't interested in me. He was interested in you. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. That never bothered me. And I mean, things didn't work out with them. They were together for a long time,
thing,
but
I feel like if it's like my good like female friends,
yes,
and a guy
like
that
Joey
I liked,
with Ross and Rachel. Sorry, I didn't mean to
you're
interrupt,
fine,
but
fine.
I saw that in Friends. Yes, Anna.
Like,
yes,
that's the thing. I just feel like if one of my female friends had a real good connection with a guy I had a crush on, would it make me upset? Would it make me like jealous and stuff seeing them? Of course, but I'm not gonna let those emotions get in the way of like me being angry at my friend. Like I want to see my friends happy.
Well, and also,
you know what? Best case scenario, I get to stare at this guy all the time third wheeling.
there you go.
You know, like
There
that was
you
my
go.
thing. Is like, oh, you know, I didn't end up with me, but I can now like look at you and hang out with you way more. than I did before.
And also, like,
I don't
again,
know.
yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't know, if the guy's not into you, it's not like you had a thing. I don't know. I
Right,
think
right.
claiming someone that's not into you is incredibly ridiculous.
I think so too.
Being like, hey, no, that person's mine. You can't. I think you can tell your friend, like, hey, I'm interested in this person and I want to go for it. And your friend should respect that. But if the guy is like, doesn't share, it's not reciprocal, then you're just being an a-hole. I don't know. But I've never had like Hawaii's kind of weird. I haven't dated a ton of people that are from Hawaii because it's such a small dating pool that it becomes, for lack of a better word, incestuous really easily because there's not that many people to date. So the dating pool is small and everyone knows everyone and everyone's dated someone who's dated someone else. So I actually ended up dating guys from off island kind of a lot who like moved there.
Wow.
Or yeah. I ended up dating people from the mainland or like other countries. I was not.
That's cool, actually.
Yeah. There is too many.
Okay, Buck Norris says an ex is fair game.
Ooh, I don't know about that one. Nick's over there shaking his head. Yeah, I disagree on that.
So here's the thing, because like I would say the same thing. Like I disagree, but I've never been in the scenario, so I don't know.
I wouldn't date a friend's ex. I feel like that's like whoa.
Even talking is no bueno.
Nick says
Yeah.
even talking is no bueno.
I found I was talking to what's his face. We blew it up on the radio. She'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" He's like, "You're right. I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
So-
I was actually going to bring that up. Nick had a whole thing. So he was dating this girl off and on for like 5 years. And this was the girl he was dating right before he moved to LA and we met. And he was,
I think that also depends the time length too. Like if this is a silly high school thing, like I don't care.
yeah, I guess maybe if it was a high school thing. If I
Right,
dated a
it's like
guy for a
whatever.
week in high school and then he
Right.
ended up with someone else, yeah, that doesn't matter. But this was later in life. And she cheated on him. She cheated on Nick.
This is all wrong.
Wait.
2 years in college.
2 years in college. He broke up with her.
She was getting all crazy.
Yeah, I
Wait,
said
which-
you guys
which
were
girl
off
was
and
this?
on.
This was
This was in college.
This was in college.
And then I dated somebody else, and my friend told the girl that I was dating someone new, and she freaked out. I'm like, the only way she found out is because he said something, because they were talking.
Oh, I
I'm
see.
still in college.
This was okay. I got you. This was still in college. Okay, so this was when they were still in college. They broke up after a couple years dating. What, 2 years dating? Less than 2 years dating. Nick broke up with her and started seeing someone else. Is that Guitar Girl? Started seeing
Guitar
someone
Girl?
else.
Who's Guitar Girl?
She's just a singer-songwriter chick that Nick was
Doesn't do that anymore.
dating for a while. Yeah, doesn't do that anymore
It's at a
apparently.
gym, like every other nobody.
But she works at like she said she works at a gym like every other nobody. Oh my god. Freaking savage. But anyway, and the girl found out, Nick's ex found out that he was seeing someone new. And Nick was like, I didn't tell anyone else I was seeing someone new. How would she know? She would only know if she was talking to Hussein. And so he went to Hussein and was like, why were you talking to my ex? On the air live. Why are you talking to my ex? And it was like a big blow up. And then Hussein was like, you're absolutely right. I shouldn't have been talking to her. And Nick's right. Absolutely not. That's like very uncool. I agree. I guess it would depend on the ex.
See, I don't know.
Like
'cause,
you said, like
I
high
feel
school?
I feel like I would, if one of my, let's say I had a female friend. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if one of my friends, I'll use my friend Michelle, for example. If she, let's say, broke up with her boyfriend and he messaged me and we were cool. Now, I don't talk to him. Like, I don't, like, this is not the scenario. But let's say, we all hung out often and it's like, okay, I know him. It's all fine, And he messaged me and he was just seeing, like, hey, how are you doing? Whatever. I feel like I would definitely respond if he said, like, hey, how's Michelle? And again, this is all just a made-up example. I think I would be like, oh, like, depending on the guy, I would say, oh, like, she's good, and either not bring it up because I don't want to start, like, issues, or to, like, protect my friend by saying, like, she's not interested, maybe she moved on, like, she's seeing someone else, whatever, to try to, like, cut ties.
Yeah, but they were like
know?
texting and talking, like going out of their way to talk. They wouldn't have just run into each other.
No, but I'm saying, like, if he, like, messaged me.
Oh,
Like,
if he like
just started
messaged you.
texting me, I think, like, I would, out of just a...
I think I would just ignore. I would tell my friend and ignore. I'd be like, your ex is texting me. This is weird. Like, if
Okay.
that'd be super weird. Like, if my friend, because she broke up with that guy and now she's married and everything. If he messaged me for some reason, I'd be like, dude, what the? And I would text her and be like, yo. And she'd be like, what? Ew. And then it would be like, and I would just be like,
I
wouldn't respond.
There's gotta be. Here's the thing. I think there's gotta be an intro message. Because if he just texted me like, "Hey," I would kind of like do the same thing. I think I would like immediately be like, "Hey, what's this person want?" Or I would want to find. Like maybe I would respond to be like, "What's up?" And if he was just like, "Oh, how you doing?" or this or that, then I would be like, "Okay, there's nothing going on here, and this is getting weird."
Yeah.
Because it's like there wasn't like a starter text message to kick off the conversation. Like then I would definitely say something.
Yeah. It's definitely, I would text the friend right away. I'm kind of with Didlotic on this. It's just wrong to do to a friend. It does not depend on the ex at all. But I disagree with that only because like Jenna said, and Nick agreed too, if it's like an ex that you date, like if I dated some guy in high school for a week and I'd be like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah. Absolutely not. This is a high school. Yay, Deadpool.
I don't have friends to be in this scenario. So I say like just judging by my personality, like, yeah, maybe I would respond and then after I respond and have the conversation, I would show my friends like, hey, this is the conversation we had. It's not like I would keep that a secret.
Yeah, you got to tell them.
And maybe that was the difference with Nick's friend is like he didn't say, hey, I spoke to your ex. Like I would definitely say I spoke to your ex. This was the conversation we had just so you knew. Maybe that's like I don't have friends to ever be in that situation.
Yeah, I agree. Binary, recoil, and tricky both have good points too. I don't have an ex that I trust, so if I was in the situation, I would become wary of the friend in question.
That's a good,
yeah,
for sure.
Because not all exes are necessarily going to be bad exes. Sometimes you just realize that you don't work together.
If this girl Michelle broke up with her current boyfriend now, 100%, if he texted me, it would have nothing to do with us.
Right.
That's why I feel like I would like respond and see like what's he messaging. Like I would want to know what he was trying to know.
Well, so if it was like a mutual friend, maybe like you break up and you're mutual friends and you knew the guy before, maybe I could see something of like if he's texting you for something. But I feel like more often than not, if he texts you out of the blue after a breakup, there's something else going on. Like it's not for, it's a code no one follows.
Okay.
I do.
Didlotic said there's a difference between an ex and a fling.
Yeah, talking to
That's
somebody
also
serious
another
and
great
exclusive
point.
with. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm wondering if there are some exes that I wouldn't care.
I know that when my brother dated a couple girlfriends back, she was friends and kind of knew them. They met at like a party. So my brother went to his friend's party and they met, and she was kind of like the new girl, right?
Yeah.
And they hit it off. They started dating, my brother and this girl. And then when they broke up, now obviously since they're dating, this girl since she was more the new girl, she wasn't really in the friend group. She kind of just like got joined, kind of asked and was there. She started to become more friends with everyone and was really in the friend group because they were dating.
Yeah.
When they broke up, all of his friends continued hanging out with this girl because they preferred actually hanging out with her over.
Well, that means
my
he
brother
sucked then.
Yes, but he had a big problem with that. Completely understand now all of your best friends are hanging out with your ex, but that's a sticky one because she got invited to your friend's party that you were at.
Yeah.
Now the difference was, I was better friends with him. Like she was just kind of like there. You know, she wasn't in the friend group, and then I brought her in the friend group because we dated, and you guys, like, picked her over me.
Yeah, I can see being upset at your friends for that.
Yeah,
I just feel like that means, like,
problem.
You're not very tight friends. Like, I don't know. I feel like that means they're not that good of friends.
They also dated for a bit, though. And
How
she
long?
would, like, I don't know if it was, like, a year or close to a year or something, but she would always hang out with the friend group. Like, even on her own, because, again, she would just hang out with them on her own. Like, she didn't need my brother to be there.
So they liked her more.
They just liked her.
Yeah. So that's...
Like, what would you do in that situation? Like, I just like this person. Because that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, but...
She was invited to that party. They met it as a mutual person at the party.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
She also knew, you know.
See, that's another thing. In this situation, it's hard.
That's a weird one.
This is another thing with dating in Hawaii. Everyone's also friends. Like, everyone's dated, but you can't escape your ex. Especially if you date in friend circles, they're always going to be there. Because no one's going to, like, ostracize, because that's just the way it is there. I think it's different in that situation where if you didn't know the people beforehand... Like, if Nick and I broke up, his friends wouldn't continue to hang out with me. Like, that wouldn't be... That'd be super weird.
And that's the same thing with Eric's friend. There's only one person that, like, potentially I would maybe do a guitar lesson or something. But the first thing he said to Eric is like, if anything happened, like I would not hang out with Jenna. And Eric was like, dude, I don't care. Because like I know Jenna would never do anything with you. And she's just friendly, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's part of the code, but that's tough. If you like, I feel like if you like your friend's girlfriend or boyfriend more than your friend, then maybe you're not so close with that person to begin with.
Here's the thing too, the friend group was huge. It was a big friend group. So there was other girls involved that were like, oh, we like Sydney, we like the, you know. So like so they could then be friends
with her, yeah. Yeah.
And she started getting invited to more stuff and this and that. And obviously, like, what do you do? Because it's not like it was him and 4 or 5 other guys.
Right.
It was a bigger friend group.
Right,
it was a big group of guys and girls.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like as much as they wanted to respect him, they also kind of didn't have a say because it was a big group.
Yep. Yeah. No. That's a weird one. That's a weird
hard one, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was talking to his friend Andrew about it, who's not really his friend anymore, it's more my friend. And he just point blank told me, he was like, I like Sydney. I knew her. Even though we weren't close, I knew her. I invited her to the party. She came. They started dating. We really liked her. Everyone got along. And just because they broke up, we're not like canceling her from the friend group because we all like her.
Yeah, I guess if it's like a big friend group, so he invited her first, then she met Rocky and they started dating?
Yeah.
All right. That's a little different. Sorry. That's a little bit different. So then she just kind of became friends with the group and then your brother and her started dating.
Yeah.
All right. That's a different situation then.
Again, she was more of a +1 mutual friend type deal.
Okay. All right, then that's different. Because if it's like a mutual friend group and you were kind of there before and you were sort of around.
She just like knew them. She got invited to a party. These were Rocky's close friends. He went. These were his close friends. He went, you know, and met her there.
Yeah. So she was already invited before.
Yeah, but again, they weren't close. So that's the one part that it's like they were not close. She became close with them.
But she knew them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I say you got to let that one go. You got to just realize, like, damn, my ex is friends with my friends now, kind of. Because what if you date a friend in a friend group and you break up? Does one of the friends get kicked out of the group?
Usually, yes.
Sometimes, yeah. So sometimes people will say, hey, we don't like this person, which stinks. Or it's a lot of people will say, like, I know there's obviously a rule, like, you can't date in bands. Like, I know, you know, if you have a crush on someone in your band, usually bands have this rule of, like, you can't date, and if you do date and break up, like, suck it up.
So, that's what I was going to say, Nick. Kathy and Henry broke up. What if one of them asked you to stop hanging out with the other? That's my point.
They wouldn't, though. That's the thing.
They wouldn't, but what if it got weird where they had to? Like, what if it got to a point where it was like, well... But that's what I'm saying. They're mutual friends in a group. If you break up, do you kick one out of the group? And you said yes, but in that situation...
Yeah, in certain groups. In that group, no. Because it was a mutual thing, and it was kind of like, yeah, well, we know it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
And like,
but they still dated and broke up.
If it's... And they hung out after they dated. I mean, after they broke up.
Yeah.
So, okay, so Nick's saying, just because to fill you guys in, that, their thing was, like, a mutual thing, right? It was more mutual. So that's my thing, is... Just like if you were to date in a band, if you were to break up, even if you don't, you know, necessarily really like the person or want to see them, you guys are kind of in that, well, we did put ourselves in the scenario.
Right.
We do like the people we're around.
You
At
gotta
some
just
point,
suck it
it'll
up.
even out. Right.
Yeah. Old Nerdy, that's brutal. I have a friend that exclusively dated his friends' girlfriends or ex-girlfriends. He had no game, and that was the only way he could meet chicks.
I had a
God.
I had that to me.
Oh,
when I was
no.
in, like, all the way middle school and then into high school, anyone that I would date, she would then talk to and date directly after me.
That's so weird.
I mean, I didn't care because
Right.
it's like, I was young and I knew that it was just like, oh, I'm dating you and I'm dating you. Like, it didn't matter to me. But she always stuck with me that she just did that. And other people noticed, too. A lot of people came to me and was like, isn't it weird that you're, like, one of your best friends is dating and talking to everyone that you now aren't?
So
I'm
she
like,
was
yeah.
either doing that because she was super insecure and she's like, I want to see if I can get who she can get.
Look, again, it didn't
That's
bother me.
interesting.
Like, I just wish that she talked to me first.
They can't suck it up. They both have to go. These problems are interesting to me since I no longer have friends I spend any time with. Oh, no.
Same, but I don't either. So, like, it's kind of this is very interesting to me as well.
Wow, even Didlotic said, I brought a girl I dated into my long-standing friend group. We broke up and most of them picked her side and became really shady towards me. Group never recovered. Do not recommend. That's rough.
Here's the thing. You brought that girl in.
Yeah.
To a long
Nick says
thing.
that's why you never mix. But it's hard not to mix to some degree. Like, I've met and hung out with all of your friends at this point.
But not like long-term, not for like a real hangout. So it's like we're all going out to do something.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like when you brought me over here to visit, I met everybody and we like did stuff with everyone.
See, Eric,
Had a meal.
every time Eric hangs out with his friends, I'm usually just there because he just is like, hey, come on, I'm going to hang out at this person's house. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
You know?
Nick says you never mix.
Yeah.
I feel like he says like the Seinfeld episode. I get that to an extent, but it gets too hard, especially once you get married and you're actually like sharing your life with someone. It gets too hard to like never mix. You know what I mean?
Like,
it
that's
doesn't
what I'm
work.
saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's once in a while it's fine. It's that mostly it's you, mostly with your friends, and once in a while the wives or girlfriends are there.
Well, I
see,
think
no,
that-
I'm there like every time I'm with
that's
Eric. Yeah, no, well, he just says like, because I think the same thing. Oh, okay, you're gonna go out with your friend, like, you know, Tyler, John, like, whatever, have fun. Oh, Jenna, we're going to this place. Come with us. Are you coming? Are you doing this? And I'm like, yeah, sure, cool.
Yeah, I think that it's important to have space, like for your friends to have for your other partner to have friends that they go out and hang out with without you.
Yes.
I think that's like, I think that's super important in any relationship, that you have to have lives outside of your relationship. Otherwise, you're going to hate each other, no matter how much you love each other. Like this, and this isn't even just like relationships and marriage. This is working relationships, any long-term
Women do
relationship.
friendships.
Huh?
Sorry, I was just
no.
responding to a comment, yeah.
Any long-term relationships, whether it's a business working relationship, family relationships, they're all hard to maintain. And you end up having some kind of a thing with one, especially when you spend a lot of time together. Like that's kind of, I don't know, that it's hard to maintain those relationships just in general. It's not even just about marriage or relationships. Like you see Jesus, Opie and Anthony are a great example of that. Like they were so close and friends for so many years and they hate each other now. They won't even be in the same room as each other. There's a it started with a woman apparently. What happened there again? Why did they?
Opie didn't like Anthony's girl.
Opie didn't like Anthony's girl.
So
Gotcha.
That didn't help anything.
So that didn't help anything. So yeah. Hey, or binary recoil. Yeah, if you have a hobby that you're into too, that's fine. Like if your thing isn't necessarily going to hang out with other people, but you have another thing that you like to go do, I don't know. Yeah.
Mine's gardening. Eric does not like gardening, so I'll just go off on like gardening expeditions.
See, that's
nice.
Nice.
Feel free to reseed the grass in the back or put flowers in the front.
Nick's like, you can come over here and garden anytime.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Some on the fringe relationships are people you see only in certain places. Someone could have misheard they need lives outside of their relationship as wives outside their relationship. Yeah, we're that too, just wives outside. So I don't know. Opie knows more about the radio than anyone in the universe. He's been doing it since he was 18. I see that, Nick, did you find a nice...
I have two of them.
He's got two confessions for us.
Confession. My favorite.
There's a difference between mixing relationships and bringing them into the group. Yeah, I agree.
Here's the thing. I definitely feel like just because of like, for example, Eric's friends, I don't feel like I'm in the group. Oh, the only person I feel like I'm friends with is his friend Tyler. But like that's because I teach him guitar lessons and stuff, And Tyler's just cool, and he's just very like, kind of open-minded and whatever else, and like it is what it is. But like any of Eric's other friends, I don't feel like I'm just friends with. Like if we were to ever break up, I would never hit any of them up.
Yeah, that'd
unless
be...
it was the same thing, like, oh hey Tyler, you want to do a guitar lesson or something,
Oh, Autolock, that's really sweet. I've been with my wife since 97 and we have very little in common. However, I could not imagine being with anyone else.
Eric Eric and I have little in
Sometimes
common.
you just fall in love with someone and you want them in your
yeah.
lives. I don't think having nothing in common is a deal breaker either. As long as you're just happy being together and you can have your separate interests and you come together to be together and do your
find,
thing.
like, middle grounds. Like, obviously we go to the gym together and I'm getting, so much more into that and stuff. Thank you, Saw. I tried out jujitsu. I did, like I said, I really liked it. I was just having tailbone issues and I was getting crushed.
What does he do that you like to do?
What does Eric do that I like to do?
Yeah, because you're doing all the shit he likes to do. So you like to do the gym and all that shit. What's the other side of it?
Oh, what does
okay.
he do that you like to do?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I forced him to look at my plants, but he doesn't like that. I don't know, that's what I'm
But
saying.
he does it.
I don't do much.
That's not good.
Do you have
I don't do much except for my little tend to my little teeny garden I just started.
what hobbies did you have before you met Eric?
I just played video games.
Okay. Does he like to
And
play video games with you?
He has never been into gaming.
Oh boy, sounds fun.
I know. It's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Like, I'll like hikes and things like that. He's not a walker, but he does like getting out and stuff. So if I suggest like, let's go here, let's do this, or I want it, like, he is very open-minded to like going places and trying new stuff in that sense. As long as there's obviously like vegan options and whatnot.
Like plan for the vegan options.
Right. So I mean,
Nick and I have more things in common than we don't. I think that the few things that we don't have in common, like he will not go anywhere near the gym, and I am a gym rat. That is the one. But I like that though, because the gym time is me time. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want anyone to talk to me. People are like, "Do you do group classes?" I'm like, "No."
No, I do that like food shopping. Sometimes I'll be at the store for like an hour and a half. We're like gone for 2 hours. We live next to ShopRite.
Yeah.
Next to it. Eric's like, what's taking you so long? I'm like, I'm just rolling around the aisles.
Gotta have your me time, man. You gotta.
One time someone asked me, because one of the workers kept sawing me walk back and forth. He's so funny. He always goes, "Hey, beautiful." He's so funny. He goes, "Hey, beautiful." He goes, "You've been walking around." He goes, "Do you need help finding anything?" And I go, "Quite honestly, I'm just trying to avoid as many people as I can." So I said, I've just been weaving in and out of the aisles. And he looked at me and went, "Okay. I respect that." And I was like, "Thank you so much, though. Like, have a great rest of your day." And he was kind of like,
he's like,
"Best of luck with your aisle weaving." And I'm like, "Thanks."
The way that he's like, "This girl's insane."
No,
Have fun.
no, he's funny. "Oh, hey, beautiful." That's what he calls me.
Oh, that's really
And
sweet.
I just hang out in ShopRite, and I'll just like push my little cart around for an hour and a half.
See, I like
Getting 20 things.
when we have money, I like shopping with Nick, because then we can go, like, we both get really excited about food. Like, that is something that we share. We're like, "Look at this and look at this." Like, that's a really fun thing that we do. But yeah, the gym time is my me time. And Nick's not anywhere near the gym. Although I do wish he'd work out, because it'd be good for his body. And he's broken everywhere. He likes walking, but we like to do that together, which is good.
Yeah.
You're ingrained at a young age with the gym. So
I was ingrained with a young age from the gym, but say what you want. It's so good for your body, dude.
Yeah.
Lifting weights, especially for women, for your bones as you get old, like, it's so important to do. And then reading, that's definitely just a me thing. And then like horror, the horror genre. I watch a lot of horror stuff on my own because he doesn't watch it. So that's kind of it. He said I used to. Yeah, you have night
I
terrors.
get bad dreams.
Yeah.
I woke up screaming last night.
Hey, talking to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, no. That's the thing. Like, especially with my either PTSD dreams, or last night was just one about my dog, who it's like it's her 2-year or her year anniversary since we had to put her down in 2 days. And I was just like, I've just been getting like all sad about her and stuff. And I have not had a screaming dream in a while, but I had one last night, and I woke up, and it's not really yelling. It's more of a, because you're screaming in your dream, but you're like kind of laying there, and then as you wake up, it gets progressively louder because you start screaming in real life.
Yeah.
Right? So Eric, I'm like in the middle of waking up going, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and he looks, and I look over at him, and I swear to you, and then I got so spooked, and I started actually yelling. I thought, because the window was like kind of behind him, so when I woke up and my eyes were slightly open when he was trying to like almost wake me up because I was like screaming in my dream, I thought it was my dog, because I just saw his head in covers, and like, because I was envisioning my dog, I saw my dog right there, and it turned out to be Eric. So when I woke up, I ended up screaming. I was like, oh, and he was like, "Jenna, relax. And I was like, fuck, I thought you were like my dog. Like, shit. And
At least you didn't hit him.
Oh my God, no.
Could have been worse.
No, I do. I wake up, I'll scream, I'll panic. You'll see me. I will just jolt forward. It's like so bad when I sleep.
Listen to Terry's super chat.
Terry super chatted us. Oh,
Terry, thank you for the super chat.
he says, I have oodles of me time, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Oh no, now Jenna has dumped me for a second time. I die alone. Thanks, Jenna.
Terry, shut your beautiful
you
face.
Never. We love
Shut your
you.
beautiful
Everyone in the
face,
chat
Terry.
does too. Oh.
All right, we got a confession here.
This is a quick one. I have another one after this.
All right, this is a quick one. I gave a homeless chick $11 in change and a Pepsi to suck me off in my car parked in a Wendy's parking lot on Saturday. I feel kind of bad about it.
Read it one more.
Oh, well, she's homeless. I was gonna say I wouldn't feel bad, but I guess because she's homeless.
Let's do it again.
All right, I gave a homeless chick $11 in change and a Pepsi to suck me off in my car parked in a Wendy's parking lot on Saturday. I feel kind of bad about it. Why? She got $11 in a Pepsi. You gave her something to wash the jizz out with after, sir.
Oh, you can't say that.
Ah,
on
damn it.
YouTube.
YouTube is...
That's just bannable.
God damn it. Cut that part out. Cut that part out.
Oh my gosh.
This channel's not going to exist much longer.
I don't use the toilet for pee anymore. I simply pee in a bucket. Add a couple gelatin packets. What is going to happen? And then scrape the day's worth of solidified whiz into the trash at the end of the day. What? I started doing this to save water almost a decade ago now. Droughts, you know? And I don't think
Can
many
you imagine
people are where I even do this. Why?
Can you imagine how bad his bathroom smells?
What bathroom? You mean the bucket?
You gotta have the bucket somewhere. It's just fermenting urine. Have you ever had your power out and you just couldn't flush the toilet, so you had to pee a couple times in it before it went back on?
No.
Your bathroom gets stinky.
That's terrible.
Asparagus or not, it
That's
stinks.
Terrible.
Stinks. It just stinks, man.
I mean, I do remember
Disgusting.
from having horses and taking care of horses that
You had
they're-
horses?
Mhm. I used to,
Oh my gosh.
I used to ride in rodeos.
What?
Yeah. When I was a kid, I was like, I don't know, between 7 and 12 or something like that.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
I did
That's
barrel
neat.
racing and pole bending. It was awesome. And I used to go like on really long trail rides. I miss it. I miss horses. But their poop doesn't really smell. Their pee is what smells. Because they're just eating hay and stuff.
Yeah.
But the pee smells terrible.
Yeah, I used to
Woo.
horseback ride too when I was the same thing when I was younger. And I didn't. I never minded same thing. Never minded when they poop. was
No,
like,
it doesn't, because it
whatever.
doesn't smell bad. It's literally,
doesn't.
they're just eating hay and stuff. So it doesn't, it's not, Nick's shaking his head over there. We just passed by a horse poo when we were walking the other day. It doesn't smell like anything.
Yesterday, not much. When I was in upstate New York, the trails that had them smelled terrible.
Nick says the trails that had him smelled terrible in upstate New York, but maybe they also peed at the same time. A Hawaiian rodeo just sounds awful. It has to be said. Look.
I want to live what you lived. I wish we can go back in time and you could just pop me in right where you were.
I don't
so we
know
can
if you want that.
No, we can hang out together.
Everyone hates you.
It was an interesting way to grow up. I'll say that.
Dead.
Yeah.
Left.
Nick's making it sound like he was like, yeah, you had an eating disorder. Everyone hated you because you're white. Mom died, dad left. I'm like, well,
Oh my God.
when you put it like that.
I was gonna say no. If we could just go back, I guess now and go to your backyard rave plot of land parties. Those sound like a good time.
Those were interesting. I fell asleep on the side of the driveway once. My friends came to get me.
Yeah, that sounds
in the
all
grass.
good.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun time. Sorry, I keep touching the mic. I keep grabbing the mic.
Oh, I do that too. I'm really bad with it.
Do you want to race again so we can go back?
Oh, okay. I don't use the toilet for pee anymore. I simply pee in a bucket, add a couple gelatin packets, and then scrape the day's worth of solidified whiz into the trash at the end of the day.
That's horrible.
Each time I regularly eat plain water with a squeeze of you mean drink?
Drink?
Wait. Oh, hold on. I regularly eat plain water with a squeeze of lemon and a gelatin packet added to make it so I can eat it with a spoon after it sets up. What is this?
How much gelatin can you consume?
Good question. That's a lot of horse hooves.
That is.
So when one of these it's good for my skin, it's good for my weight.
Typologic.
Okay. So when one of these water usage things was going around a while back, my pallid yellow everyday snack gave me an idea. I haven't looked back. Oh my God. This can't be real. Each time I piss, it's into a big bucket. After I steam one off, I add some gelatin packets, give a stir with a dedicated spoon, and let things solidify in the fridge.
In the fridge? No.
It's everything's contaminated.
Never go to this person's house.
No.
Ugh.
What's happening? Yeah, just find a tree to pee on. I build a great Wait, when I have to piss again, I'll take the pee bucket out of the fridge, spray another layer, add more gelatin, stir, and let it gelatinize again.
Ugh.
I build a great stratum of the day's urine this way, and it's actually kind of a fun way to keep track of my health. I don't know. I usually just scrape it out of the bucket and into the trash can at the end of the day, but not always. If the bucket isn't super full, I'll let it ride until I almost overflow. I'm not sure I recommend this to anyone, but I certainly wouldn't tell anyone not to try it. What the frack? I just think you could have gone your whole life without putting this specific string of words together. I applaud your courage, someone commented. Oh my God.
I do also applaud the courage. Wow. Daniel says, Jenna, I take back everything I said was wrong about eating dog biscuits.
What's happening? This is terrible. Ha. Designated spoon to avoid contamination, but the whole bucket in the fridge is fine. Nick says this regularly, and I think he might be right.
So
the AI needs to take over.
Yeah, another person commented, now we have a pea spoon to add to the poo knife.
Oh, the poo knife, not the poop knife.
Oh.
I gotta know, what are you eating that your poop is so thick that you need to cut it with the knife so you can flush it? What is wrong with your diet?
Wait, what?
That's what the poop knife is. You've never heard of the poop knife? This was a thing on the internet for a while.
No.
Wow.
Was I just not old enough for the internet at that time? What era are we talking?
It wasn't that long ago. Someone posted that their family has a poop knife that they use to cut the poop so that it'll flush down the toilet. And then apparently enough other people came into it and were like, yeah, my family has that too.
What?
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man.
It's like Amish country where
I
you just
know.
it sticks up out of the bucket they're in?
I don't know. I don't know why. Please eat more fiber. Like, I don't know what else to say. Eat vegetables. Like, this isn't good.
Here's the other thing.
No!
Nick says use your hands. There's the other thing. Like, look, sometimes, a poo can be big, but I don't think anyone's ever had a problem with it flushing.
Apparently, a lot of people did.
Normally, it's like, all right, well, you probably just used too much toilet paper and you clogged it in that fashion.
Yeah. People that stay consistently dehydrated have this problem. Dude, that's wild to me. I know that there are some, the percentage of people who are in America or the world or whatever, maybe America, that are dehydrated, chronically dehydrated, is way too high. I think I was reading once 70% of people. I was this is ridiculous.
I used to be chronically dehydrated in high school.
I drink so much water. I am always so thirsty. I don't know how people don't drink a lot of water.
Here's what got me. When I was in high school, I would usually drink a quarter of a bottle. I would have cereal in the morning and drink the milk. And then throughout the day, I would usually have a quarter of a regular sized water bottle. And then maybe at night I would have juice with my dinner, and that was all I drank in a day.
That's wild.
Yeah, and then I was put on this Tourette's medication that put me at high risk for kidney stones if I didn't consume at least a half gallon to gallon a day. So then I went to the complete opposite side of the spectrum because I was terrified I was going to get kidney stones.
Yeah, those hurt apparently.
Thankfully I never had them.
Good.
Thankfully, but yeah, then I was peeing 24/7, which is also not as great because, it's flushing out your kidneys, but at that point you're just overworking them. And you're not actually absorbing water. That's the other thing I find. Sometimes I'll be like, oh my God, I haven't drank enough water today, and chug. But then I'm peeing every 15 minutes, and it's well, scientifically speaking, if you're chugging water, it's not actually hydrating you. It's just flushing through.
You're supposed to sip water.
Right.
In the morning, I had to start doing that too. In the morning, I drink liquid IV and a liter of water, but I try to drink the whole thing over a half an hour so that I'm not just because you need to hydrate yourself from the night, a full night of not drinking.
Even a liter in a half an hour, I feel like is like quick.
That's what the doctor recommended.
Oh,
So I
okay.
was like, okay, cool. Cause he was like, yeah, you want to drink it slowly over a half an hour, not just like cause I used to wake up and just chug water. But yeah, you're supposed to like sip it a little bit more. But even then, like sometimes sipping it's not enough. I'm so thirsty. Sometimes sipping it is not enough. Like I feel too thirsty. So I gotta get some more water in me. I don't know how people don't drink water. Nick says, according to the lay press, 75% of Americans are chronically dehydrated. That's wild. Water intoxication takes a lot of water, though. There was actually a guy, this cop, that was running, I can't remember, it was like some kind of race. I don't remember if it was a marathon or something like that. He was a cop from back in Hawaii. He drank, I think it was like 3 gallons of water, and you get water toxicity. He died.
Eric used to drink 2 gallons a day, like nothing.
Whew, you gotta be careful with that, man.
Yeah.
I know that.
Here's the other dude, other side. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a thing when I think it was the Wii came out. They ran like
A Wii for a Wii?
that should have been it. But honestly, they ran a thing, and it was like whoever consumed the most amount of water in a day will get a free Wii, like Wii console. And someone at actually Rutgers University said, because everyone started consuming a crap ton of water really quickly, you can like die. Like if you're consuming that much.
It can kill you.
And that was exactly what happened. Some kid just started drinking bottles after bottles, and they're obviously trying to track it and stuff because he wanted to win a free Wii, and he died because he drank way too much water too quick in a day.
Yeah.
And like that's what killed him. And here's the thing that stinks too is before he died, whatever Rutgers professor this was said and already put out, do not do this, but no one listened because everyone wanted the Wii.
It's not worth a Wii. They're not that expensive. I mean, they're expensive, but like it's not
brand new.
Still though, dude.
And it was just like, oh, whoever can drink
Wii
the most
for a
water
Wii.
gets a free Wii. Wii console.
Hypnatremia. A lot of marathon runners experience it. Yeah, you can't drink too much water. Wow. All right, Nick's telling us to wrap it up. He wants me to go make some dinner. It has been. Wow, it's been 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Wow, we really
just
went
having
for
a
a while
grand old
today.
time over
Yeah,
here.
we're having a good time. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us for another episode of Sexy Sisters. As always, you guys have been awesome. You're the reason we love doing this,
Yes.
for real.
Yes.
Thank you for hanging out with us. We'll be back next week at 6 p.m. Eastern. Guys, if you're not following Jenna on Instagram, you better be. It's JenJamBasile. It's Jen Jam Basile. And then tell them your OnlyFans, Juna J, for feet.
Juna J for feet pictures.
Feet pics.
JUNAJAYY.
XiaLand everywhere. I have OnlyFans for feet if you want it, but everything else. Twitch.
Do you really have one for feet now?
No. But people ask for feet content sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like
wait
if
a
you want
second.
for
I was
feet.
like, wow.
No, I don't have like a separate one for feet or anything. And Twitch as well. XiaLand, XiaLand, at Xia_land on Twitter and Instagram, XIA_LAND. And this Sunday, we're gonna have another snack stream. I'm gonna try a bunch of stuff from Buc-ee's, thanks to Mr. Healer. So that'll be really fun. I'm so excited. I've been hearing about Buc-ee's forever. He was kind enough to send me.
Weren't you telling me about it like last week?
Yeah, I was telling you about it last week. So I'm going to do that this Sunday. We have a lot of snacks to get through.
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, I'm so excited. I love snacks.
Wait, tell me why I was just on my phone because I was like, wait, is that actually my OnlyFans?
You have to check.
I was like, wait a second, is there 1 Y or 2 Ys at the end?
You're like, hold on.
Yeah,
edit.
did I say that right? Oh, the real producer over here.
No, we're killing it. We're doing good. You guys are amazing. We love all of you. We'll see you next week at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.